Let's talk about scarcity and abundance. Hi, I'm Michelle Renee. I'm an intimacy guide and surrogate partner here in San Diego. And this morning I'm out doing a walk that I do a lot. Like, I live close enough to the ocean that I get to go out and stroll the beach. And I grew up in Michigan, so this is a very novel experience for me. And even though I've lived here off and on, and right now, the last year and a half, I've lived pretty close to the beach. So it's extra cool that I get to just pop in the car and make a quick drive. And if you follow me on social media, I get really excited over sand dollars. I will come home with 1, 2, 10, 20, and just think it's the coolest thing in the world. And today I noticed I'm here at low tide, which means there's lots more stuff that's washed up, shells and sand dollars and whatnot. And I walked by. I started to do the usual, just because it's habit, reach down to pick one up, and I put it back down, and I was like, I think I'm kind of full of sand dollars. And it's just an interesting realization of they're not scarce. I understand that they're not a scarce commodity anymore, that anytime I need sand dollars, I know where to go. I know how, what time of day, I know to check the tides, things like that, right? What time of year, November, big month for sand dollars. I'm gonna say December is a big month for sand dollars. I don't know if it's like that all the time, but that's what I'm noticing right now. And it reminds me of how there are portions of society, big portions of society, that also view sex this way, right? We don't know when we're going to get an opportunity next, and so we'll take whatever we can get. And as a cis woman, it's never really been as much of an issue for me. I think this is the gender differences, and maybe also different privileges, right? I am part of the sex positive community. It has become incredibly comfortable to know that I have people, I have people I would want to connect with that way available if I want them, and they're people that I really care about and have a beautiful connection with. But this week I was reminded that that is not always the case, and that other genders don't always have it that easy. But it confused me for a hot second. I think I got a little triggered. That someone would want to have sex to see if their erectile issues were still showing up, and that they would want to have sex even though they weren't attracted. And I just get so confused by that. If you're already having ED issues, wouldn't attraction kind of be a part of the equation you would want to kind of dial in? I mean, there's lots of different kinds of attraction, but I don't know. That just reminded me of scarcity in a way that I maybe needed that reminder. And today with the sand dollars, I was reminded that they're in abundance for me, but for my friends in Michigan, they're not. And so they would see it differently. And I think the same goes with sex. So my little reminder to myself, my little reminder to you, it's nice to get to abundance, but if you're not in abundance, you're in scarcity. And I don't know what to do about that. I will say for myself, I've been working on this for years to move out of scarcity mindset and into abundance. And before I even got to the beach today, my first thought was, I need to call friends and see who wants to come with me, because I used to need other people to be with me, and I don't anymore. Like, I have this like love of spending time with myself. And I think that also is part of abundance versus scarcity. Anyways, that's my thoughts from my walk. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'd love to connect with you soon.